Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Go Get That Rose. I'm your host, Sarah. With me, as always, is my co-host, J Wade.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Welcome back.
Sarah's like, he has never said hello like that before. I don't know. Is there more coming? What's going on here?
Yes, I don't know.
It's just one of those days. Hey, everybody. It's good to be here.
It's just one of those days. Welcome back. We are continuing talking about Dancing with the Stars. Jay, I have fantastic news for you.
Oh, it's almost over.
It's almost over. We have one more week.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the finale's next week, I believe.
Like this coming week? Like this coming Monday?
Well, funny, because I was going to ask you if it was this Monday. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
I'm just so excited that it's almost over. Even if it's 2 more weeks, I can hang in there. But if Hannah B, still pulling for a girl to make it all the way, but if she would get booted off this coming week, then that would be okay with me. And then we could just not talk about the finale at all. And then the listeners who have followed us on this little journey would just be like, okay, so you're going to talk about every episode of Dancing with the Stars, but not the finale.
Yeah,
and then we're just going to sit here like, yeah, pretty much. I mean, Hannah B's not in it anymore, so who cares?
But she is still in it. So
Yes.
we will. So next Monday, the 25th of November, is the finale episode. So,
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, virtual high five. Right now, I'm high fiving you through the comp, man.
I think I'm actually going to watch the episode.
I
Maybe
am
not
too.
live. I'm going to try and watch the whole episode. Just so
I
can
will
see.
too.
Because I think we honestly we miss a lot, but it's fine.
I mean, the stuff we miss, what are we going to be like? Oh, when they were practicing, this one thing happened, and he smiled at her, and then she made this joke, and I really liked her socks that she was wearing, and what kind of drink was she drinking? So who cares about all that stuff that we miss?
Anyway. So this was the semi-finals.
What was it, Sarah?
The semifinals.
One more time.
The semifinals. And you have, here's the thing. In my head, the finale or final of shows are usually like the top 3, not the top 4. There's 4.
That is odd.
That makes no sense to me. Like, usually your semifinals are 4, and then your finals are 3, and that's how the show used to be. And now it's like the final 4. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Just a little nitpick. It's annoying.
Yeah, that is weird though.
So they had the semifinals, and I guess so. The first dance that everyone did, their first, because now we got into like the 2. They each do 2 dances or whatever to fill those 2 hours.
They should just go to 1 hour and everyone does real. One dance. That would be amazing.
But the first dance they all did were dances that it was like the redemption dance. So it was dances that they did before and didn't score well on, and were able to redeem themselves and do it again. Which
cool idea.
I didn't know that when, because like we always say, we don't watch the episodes, we just watch the clips. So when I watched her clip, Hannah danced the rumba, and I was like, I'm pretty sure she did this dance before. Like, I thought she did the rumba, but maybe I'm wrong. And she did. She was trying to redeem herself. What? I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like either of her dances this week. I didn't think she did a contemporary. Either. Okay, because I've been watching videos and reading stuff, and people are like, "Those were the best dances she's ever done. It was the best contemporary dance. She's better than every other competitor." And I'm like, I don't think so, but maybe I'm just.
Yeah, I don't know that any of those statements are true.
And honestly, like, I watched all the dances. I didn't like any of them. I didn't think any of the from any competitors this week were good. Like, I felt like they were all off. They're probably all exhausted. Like, they've been dancing continually for like 2 months, like every week. Like, they're probably exhausted.
Practicing, and now they're doing 2 dances a week. So I mean, they've got to be just wore out.
They should have a week. They should have a week off. So like, there should be a week off between this and the finale.
Well, I mean, I don't know, Sarah. I mean,
if
for
us,
we're going to do that, well, I'm just when you say that, I'm thinking by comparison, and I'm like, football players, they practice during the week and play every week, and now that is brutal.
But they get a bye week, right?
Yes, they do. But okay, I will. Yes, they do get a bye week.
Okay, so each dancer should get a bye week. Like, there should be 1 week that they don't have to dance.
All right, you got me on that, so I'm not even going to try to argue anything.
Okay, I win. So I don't know, because everyone was saying like the 2 videos I watched, people were like, Hannah's dances were better. I didn't like either of them. They were okay. They just seemed off to me. Like, but I felt like that with all of them. And I think that's just my issue with, like, I miss the good old Dancing with the Stars because those dancers were great. And, like, I don't like any of these new dances. But that's just, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't, whatever. Yes. So she did a rumba and then she did a contemporary. And I did not like the contemporary, even though people kept saying that was like the best she's ever done. It just looked very messy to me. Like, I just didn't understand what was happening. I didn't get the story.
I'm just sick of all I'm just sick of the songs that are like about her not finding love. And dude, girl, and I will say this directly to you, Hannah B. Okay, you'll never listen to this, but if you do, I don't care. Hannah B, girl, you went on a game show to try to find love in like 30 days. Okay, your life was in no way hindered. Your life was in no way set back or anything like that. Like, you went on a game show to find love in 30 days. Give me a break. Okay, get over all the stupid like heartache crap and a game show, Hannah. You went on a game show. I don't think it's her
fault, though. Like, the song choices aren't her fault. It's the people. Like, they don't get to pick the songs. It's the producers of the show that pick what songs they dance to.
If that's the case, then I will amend and say, Hannah, you need to be pushing them to showcase who you are and not this persona that they have made you out to be, of this woman who was completely wrecked by this Jed. Was it Jed? I can't even remember the asshole's name. And Luke. Such a douchebag. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm just sick. And you're right. They make she doesn't pick. It's just getting old for me.
They pick the music and they pick the outfits and they pick which dances.
Talk about just playing this to death. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
I'm just sick of them playing it to death. I just, it's ridiculous. The whole concept of Bachelor is ridiculous, really.
I'm sure she, doesn't. Like, she probably wants to move on and stop talking, because I'm sure after every interview, it's like, how do you feel about after the Bachelorette, and what about your exes, and what about you and Alan? Like, I'm sure she's like, okay, like, let's move on. Like, you don't know me. Like, that's what she said on the show, like, on Bachelorette all the time. Like, you guys think you know me, but you don't know me. Okay, show us other sides of you. Like, I know it's not her fault, but, like, yeah, you're right. It's annoying, and they do, and it's not just her. It's everyone else. They pick the music. Like, Lauren Elena only gets country songs, and it's like, come on, I want to see other things. And the music choices suck. I don't understand what they're doing. James Vanderbeek had to dance to Take Me to Church as a foxtrot, which is like a fast dance. I'm like, what? Like,
well, I think that song selection was more for the specific song. I think was more for the loss of the child.
Yes,
but the dance did not match that song.
No,
I know that you're spot on there, because I noticed that, and I don't even really. I'm not the biggest dance person, but even I could tell that.
Yeah, it's because then that makes it tricky for because I'm pretty sure the dance partner choreographs the dance, so they're trying to choreograph a dance to a song. Like you have to match up like the timing, like the song choice is super important to the dance. Like you can't just dance a cha cha, which is like a fast dance, to like a slow song. It doesn't work. So
Yeah.
like it doesn't make sense to me why they're just picking these certain songs and then like okay, try and figure out a dance to this. Like
Yeah, and they're trying. Obviously, the show they select the people they do because they feel that they can make a profit off of these people being on the show. Okay,
yeah,
so if that's the
yeah,
case, and that's why you're selecting them, then showcase their actual
yes.
personality by letting them pick their own music, their own
Yeah.
songs.
I wanna
Imagine
see
how
songs
much
that
that would
challenge
help.
them. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like if I'm on there and I could pick a song that I actually really love and I feel and I dance to in my living room, and
Mhm.
then imagine how much better that performance is going to be.
Well, that's what happened with Hannah did have that with the American Girl song. She said it's her favorite song, and she got to dance to that song. And her
Yeah,
dance
there
she
you
got, like,
go.
all 10s.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, the music is super important, um, and I just feel like they do a really crappy job at this point matching songs and dances
Yeah,
and
it's
whatever.
all about it's obvious that they just do themes based on what those
The
people
people.
are there for.
Yeah,
Like
which
the
it wasn't
country
like that
girl gets
before.
country songs.
Yeah.
Hannah B gets all these songs about lost love and can't find love.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. And it's really quite annoying, to be
It
honest.
really is. After like what maybe it's because like we're actually watching week to week where like I'm sure people don't watch week to week. Um I don't know, maybe there are, but I feel like the majority of people just turn in for like, oh Hannah, or just turn in for like a dance. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like we
I can
notice
see
like the
that.
themes. Um but yeah, so it doesn't matter because Hannah still made it to the finals. Now I'm curious about. I mean, like she deserves it, but I'm curious about in the finals if it is still America's votes or is it based on the actual scores? Because
See,
that's
that
really
should be just the judges.
it should be. I don't see them at this point. I don't see them changing it, and in that chance, it's completely different on who's going to win depending on if it's votes or if it's the judges.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if it's just votes, Hannah's gonna win. She's the most popular, or Kel maybe. I don't know, but Hannah's gonna win. If it's judges, I think Allie's gonna win because they keep saving her and they really like her and they gave her all 10s. Like they
I just can't believe Dawson's Creek is out of it. That's shocking.
yeah. So we can talk about that. So just want to say really sad about James Vanderbeek, we'll give him his full name. Him
Yeah.
and his wife announced on the show, or he announced on the show that they lost their child, um, like pretty far into the pregnancy.
Yeah.
Really sad. Or our thoughts go out to him. It's a really
Yeah.
hard thing, and he's really brave and like important for him to like talk about it on the show. And I know that must be hard, especially like, and we said like the schedule. He's probably that must have just been a really hard week, like having to try and do 2 dances, trying to spend time with your family. Like I can't imagine. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
which is just
It's
heartbreaking that he
terrible.
went home.
Yeah, it's just it's heartbreaking because of the timing, and
Yeah.
then it's also just shocking because I mean, I don't know anything about grading dances, but he looked to
Yeah.
me like he was doing very well.
Yeah, I guess he got the lowest scores from the judges. Um which I mean, I think there were some times that his dances seemed just a little off, but
Right,
I
right.
mean I mean it's basically a tragedy that this happened to his family. Like, you know what I mean? So he's out there and he's dancing. I'm sure his head isn't completely with the dance. I mean, it's to be expected um that it might have seemed a little bit off or emotional or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah,
so him
yeah,
and Allie were in the bottom 2. And the interesting about that is James's dance partner and Allie's dance partner are actually married in real life.
oh,
Um So I'm sure that, so like I watched the clip of the elimination and it's like super emotional with the two of them because like the Emma, his dance partner, is crying, and then Allie's dance partner is like kind of crying, and they're Allie and Sasha are not even paying attention. Like they're just looking at James and them because everyone's shocked that he's in the bottom two.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like the judges are like total distraught, and because they get to pick who stays, so they both two of them just pick Allie, so Allie gets to stay. And as they're picking Allie's like saying like no. She's like no, like no one, like everyone wanted James to stay, and when she got announced that she was staying, she like went up to Tom and was like no, I don't want to stay, I want him to take my place, I want James to take my place. And Tom Bergeron was like, no, it doesn't work that way. he was just like, no, he's because I don't think he realized what she was saying, because it was like literally after like, oh, James and Emma will be going home, Allie's like going up to him like, I don't want to stay, I want him to stay, I don't want, like crying, and Tom's just kind of like, no, and then he realized what was happening. He's like, no, that's so sweet, but like we can't do that. Like it was just a mess. Like it was, everyone's like sobbing.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, it was intense. Like Emma, like the James's partner's like breaking down, like crying, and like her husband goes over and is like trying to like console her. Like it was really emotional. So with the finale coming up, and we already said that we're not sure if it's going to be America's votes or judges' votes. We have the final four. Who do you think is taking home that trophy?
Oh, with Vanderbeek out of it,
who do you think's gonna win and who should win?
Oh man, at this point, yeah, that's good. I'm just still shocked that Dawson's Creek is out. I really thought it was going to come down to him and Hannah. But of who is left, I still think Hannah B is going to win. If it's America's vote, Hannah B is going to win, just from popularity. If it comes down to the judges having more sway, then not Lauren, but the other girl, Allie.
Allie, yeah.
Yes, then I'd say Allie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really all comes down to, is it going to be America, or are they going to have a say, or is it going to be more so the judges? So that's what's going to really determine it.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're all great. I think Hannah and Allie are the strongest consistently. I think Allie is the strongest dancer in all different types of dancing. Like every different kind they've given her, I think she's just nailed every single one. So I honestly think if we're going technical, like the best dancer, I think it's her. Yeah. But I don't know, like it depends, like if it's most improved, like I think Lauren's been very improved, Hannah's, like they've all, I don't know, it's just, it depends on how they're gonna pick and what the dances are, like who dances the best next week too, that factors in.
Yeah.
But yeah, popularity, probably Hannah. Overall talent, I would say I think Allie honestly deserves it. But you know, we'll see. One more week. One more week.
Thank God it's done. Yeah, I mean, I would rather talk about flowers and puppy dogs from now until Bachelor starts than talk
you
about
know what? I'm okay with it. We can do like a flowers, like talk about different roses. Okay. Anyway.
I like lilies.
Okay, we're going to take a quick little promo break for some other shows that you can check out here on Merc with a Movie Blog feed. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, Sean and Wade here to tell you about our new review show following each episode of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian.
Dude, yes, Boba Fett!
Not exactly, Wade. Set in the Star Wars universe, The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi and follows a Mandalorian bounty hunter beyond the reaches of the New Republic.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Did you even watch Return of the Jedi? Never mind. Join us here every week on the Merc with the Movie Blog feed. Thank God Galen will be here too. I don't think I can handle Wade on my own.
Hey, it's Sarah, and I'd like to tell you about Afterlife. It's a weekly Collider Live after show podcast where Mike, Sean, and I give our takes on Roxy and Dorena's antics, on Yodi's producing skills, and whatever Cody and Alex are up to in that booth. In addition to having guests, we expand on the crew's discussions and add our own craziness in the mix. You can find the show on Merc and Movie Blog feed on all the podcasting platforms. See you soon!
Hey there, Schmodown fans. This is Josh the Merc Rainer, and I am here to tell you about my show, Talkin' Schmodown. Whether it's Andrew Guy getting hit with a chair, John Roca screaming, outlaw, or the emotional retirement of the Shire Wolves, I talk about it all. So you can catch me right here on Anchor and all the other major podcasting platforms. So, as I ask every episode, are you ready to talk Schmodown? I am.
Hello everybody, Jay Wade
and Kaylin here
to tell you about SEN After Live.
It's an after-show podcast where we expand on the week of craziness on SEN Live, as well as have guests on to join in the fun.
Yep, and we get personal too. We do movie reviews, and at times we go way off the rails, which I guarantee is always Kaylin's fault.
Hey, how rude and not true. So, come join us on the Merc with the Movie Blog feed, and remember to rate, share, and subscribe, and as always, enjoy.
And we're back.
It went by a lot faster than you folks listening think it did, that break.
Oh
a lot faster.
Before we wrap up here, ABC did drop the promo for our Bachelor Sweetie Petey. Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, man, this is great.
I have a lot of thoughts about this. I'll keep this short. Let the windmill jokes begin. This is going to be a long season.
Yes, it is.
If I wasn't looking forward to this season before, which I was not, I am definitely not looking forward to this season now.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, maybe they'll lean into, okay, so song choice off the bat is great. I love Feeling Good or whatever, the Michael Bublé song cover. I don't really know. Great song choice. We start out with the airplane, and I'm like, okay, they're leaning into the pilot. And so before I was like, I wonder, we talked about like there's going to be all kinds of windmill jokes like on the first night. We already know. But I'm like, how much is ABC really going to like dive into this? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh boy comes out of a freaking windmill
at the end,
and I'm like, oh no, they're leaning into it. Like, it's the whole Virgin Bachelor thing with Colton all over again. I cannot listen to 2-3 hours, depending on this first episode, of windmill, Peter can get it, jokes. Right. I can't. Oh my God.
And condom jokes. I was wondering if his car is going to come into play this season.
The car. Oh God.
and if it.
Plane. Oh God.
Oh, I can imagine if his car comes into play and he's taking a girl somewhere, and what are they going to do? The first thing they're going to do is go looking for a condom in that middle console.
Yeah, Okay, so how many girls are going to like make condom jokes? How many girls are going to do the windmill jokes? Something about pilots and landing a plane. Like, oh my God.
How many of these girls are going to really be fighting hard to get to the fantasy suite just because they want to know what all the fuss is about and why Hannah went 4 rounds with this guy? You know what I mean?
Impressive. Okay, so what exactly is 4 times?
See, to me, and I'll be as clean as I possibly can here. This is not that kind of show. To me, if you tell me that you had sex 4 times, that means that there were 4 different sessions, and each session consisted of, at one point, a flaccid penis to an erect penis, insertion into the vagina with ejaculation.
That did not go clean.
Hey, dude, I use technical scientific terms that you would hear in school. How is that not clean? No. I said flaccid for F's sake,
children,
Sarah.
If we have any children listening to the show, ask your parents.
Flaccid, erect, penis, vagina, ejaculation. I used actual terms that are used in high schools.
What did you think? Oh, well, not my high school. What did you think of this promo?
At first I was just like, Sweet Puppy Dog Pete promo, whatever. Then the windmill, and then I was just like, I cannot wait for these introductions. I can't wait. I hope, it's not going to happen, but please give me that really odd, quirky girl who comes and she's wearing...
There's always one. She doesn't
make
it the first
I
night.
want
one.
I want one who's really quirky and she comes on and she's got she's wearing a backpack type thing, but it's got the 4 windmill blades and it's spinning as she walks up to him. That's what I want, a girl like that, dude. That would be amazing. You
that will happen.
Think?
You've
that
never
would be
watched,
great.
You've never watched The Bachelor, right? You just watched The
Bachelor.
No,
I just, Bachelorette, and it was just, and I came in the second or third episode to Hannah B's season, so I've never experienced the introductions before.
You are in for a treat, my man.
Yeah, the only thing I know about the introductions is John Paul Jones. That clip of him,
the girls are way worse. The girls
I can imagine.
One girl, okay, I gotta talk. Sloth Girl is my favorite. One girl in Colton season showed up in a sloth costume and got out of the car like a sloth, like the really slow animal.
Yeah.
And got out of the car super slow, kept up the whole thing the whole night. Oh my god.
Wow. See, that's what I want. See, man, if I was a guy on there and a chick did that, I would be seriously considering her because of that.
Night, so.
You know what I mean? That is that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for in a girl. That kind of humor.
On the other Bachelorette season, a guy came out in a chicken costume.
The humor.
Yes. I love it. I mean, the one guy for Hannah did the old McDonald and she sent him home, so.
Yeah, that was a little cheesy, though.
Yeah. No, the one guy in the chicken costume came out, and her name was Becca, and he was going, Becca!
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yes, so that will happen. I'm so excited. I'm excited to meet the girls. I felt the same as you when we saw the trailer was posted in our little chat thing. I was like, oh god, I don't want to watch this. Whatever, it's just gonna be Peter, whatever. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my god. Let it begin. But we do get Bachelor in about 2 months. Super excited. Already told my husband we're watching it live. Not even that, a month and a half.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
I told him we are watching the episodes live. My husband is super not that excited, but it'll be fun.
Hey, man, if I have to suffer, I'm just going to live happy knowing that there is another guy out there suffering too.
Oh, yes. He will be watching it with me. I think we're going to be making drinking games. I wanted to make a... Yeah, let's do drinking games because I wanted to do one every time the windmill was mentioned, but we're going to get hammered, die.
Big time hammered.
Maybe anytime it's not mentioned. I don't know, but we'll see.
When you said that, and I know you're a big fan of How I Met Your Mother, it reminded me of the drinking game,
Yeah, yeah, maybe we'll pick a phrase that he says and we'll just take shots of that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Something.
Anyway, so we're excited for the season to start. So we super excited for that to start just to see what kind of train wreck it's going to be. That's going to be the end of this episode for us. J Wade, where can the people follow you?
Y'all can follow me on the Twitter at JWade1134. That is the letter J, WADE 1134.
You can follow me on Twitter at SCBock, so SSEABOCK. You can also follow Merc with a movie blog, at Merc with a movie blog on Twitter, right?
I'm sorry, at movie blog Merc.
Oh, yeah, I just read that all wrong. At movie blog Merc. Sorry, Josh. And you can find this show as well as others that we have. We have a Star Wars Mandalorian show. We have a Collider Live and SEN Live after shows going on. If you watch those shows, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the works going on. You can find all those shows on Anchor and other podcasting platforms, so Apple, really anywhere. And all the shows are available on YouTube on the Merc Movie Blog channel as well.
Hope you guys have a good week. Come back next week, listen to us talk about the finale, and we'll figure out what else we're going to talk about. Bye!